Hello peeps, and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. So, last episode, we put together this wonderful kitchen. Now, we're going to get ready to tear it all apart. Because I've done work off camera. Lots of it. This is now what this looks like. I think it's looking pretty good so far. I'm going to need to come through here and unify all of the types of stone coming in through here. And probably chisel all of said stone to make it look really good. But we've got to start. I've even started putting stairs on. Granted, I've only gone up a little bit for the stairs, but yeah, stairs. You might have seen the nether portal up there. The first foray into the nether is usually something I get on camera. Nice added bonus is that this area is in an extreme hills. So I got a few emeralds while I was doing this. But you might have noticed that I have a nether portal up there. I usually do the first foray into the nether on camera. This time I decided not to. I've also set up some of these coke ovens off camera. Because I'm going to need the creosote. Because we're going to need to set up some power. And I want power that's going to be a little easier to maintain. That's going to mean water wheels. So, over here I have 3 coke ovens that I've set up. Coke oven bricks are real cheap. It's sandstone, bricks, clay to get 3. You need 27 to build 1. I have a few spares. I'm actually going to set home base to be right here now. Because we need to move some shit. Now, I'm not entirely sure if breaking one of these things makes it save what's in it. It does. Good. So I can move these pretty easily. This stuff I will need to move, that stuff I'll need to move, and the chests. Chests are going to be the biggest pain in the ass. So, for right now, let's break that. And we're going to just put a bunch of shit in here. And then when we get to the other side, we'll unload this stuff. And I should be able to carry most of a second. Most of. Not all of. But that's fine. As long as we come back before that despawns, we're good. For right now, I'm just going to set it in the hallway here until I have a place to actually put it. We need to move this over there. And we're just going to pull everything out. Because my goal is to move everything over here. And then once everything's moved, we'll go from there and figure out what we're doing. I'm not going to remove my home there yet because I do still have some stuff out there that I'm not going to move immediately. Like, for example, all of my food production. Well, I don't know. I might move it. But I'll probably move that off camera. Like, I don't see any reason to do that, like, right this second. But I do see a reason to move everything else right this second, because I'm going to need access to a lot of this stuff for building. I honestly can't remember if I showed you guys the dank knoll. This thing's actually kind of expensive. Let's go pick some stuff up at home first. The dank knoll is actually pretty expensive. It's 3 of these redstone dank knoll panels, each of which requires a block of coal. Or 4 blocks of coal. So you're looking at 20 blocks of coal to make your first dank null. However, even the first tier gives you 9 slots that you can just instantly wipe out anything you pick up. It's really good. Now, off camera, I also did go ahead and make the magnet ring. So that's why I'm picking everything up as soon as I break it. Why did you stop bubbling? It must have filled up. So used to hearing the bubbling in the background. Okay, that's good for that. Yes, a lot of the beginning of this is going to be, watch Dagger move shit. Unfortunately, there's no real way to get around that. Because I wanted to wait until I was on camera to show you guys that, hey, we're moving. And this is what I've done so far. So I couldn't really move anything until I did that. Yeah, I guess I could have, but yeah, I probably could have. I'm not going to worry about it. What's done is done. And it's not like moving stuff is going to take a whole hell of a long time. We're already mostly done. Back to here. Break you. I'm not sure why it stops. Yeah, I don't know. We'll dump all this stuff. Probably should just upgrade a couple more iron chests. Less chests to look in equals less chests to lose stuff in. Huh. I'm not even sure where I got the record. Must have had a creeper shoot or a skeleton shoot a creeper or something. And another chest. And this is entirely temporary storage until I get my refined storage thing going up, which we'll probably start delving into within the next 2 or 3 episodes. Simply because I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to get tired of having to look for stuff constantly. And it'll be so nice to just have everything unified, be able to find it from one spot. After we get all this stuff put away, then we should really only have the ores and the power generation stuff that I have over there. Just go ahead and dump this stuff into whatever chest, and I'll do some organization off camera. I don't need the dank null right now. The dank null could actually prove to be a problem in the near future, because I'm going to be breaking some barrels and bringing them next. Okay, and I'm not going to move my food storage stuff right now, just because I'm currently pretty well full up on food. But I am going to move all of my ores and stuff. And all my power gen. We're going to move all of this shit. I'm not sure that's going to keep the power, but I don't really care. didn't have much in it anyway. There we go. I'll need water buckets, but oh, forgot about all the crap in those. Okay, that should be everything except for my furnaces, my workbench. We'll just put some of this stuff in here. Tiny charcoal. Get my bed. And yeah, I'll move all of that crap later. There. And we'll move all that crap later too. Okay, so here we are. What I'm going to have is this room is going to be some raw resource production, like my blocks of coal coke and my creosote that I'm producing here. This room I think is going to be power generation. So here is where I'm going to set up, first of all, my aqueous accumulator. Which I'm going to need a couple of buckets of water to get going. And I have another bucket somewhere. There we go. The table. Let's put the arcane workbench down so we can get all of this stuff out of my inventory. 182 V available. I wonder if the V changes based on the chunk that you're in. I don't know. Might be worth looking into eventually. Barrels. There we go. That'll take care of that for now. Put the granite away, please. And we got a bunch of stuff in here. So let's get our dynamo set up. Okay, that did keep its power. Good. We will need to go get a couple of buckets of water to set up our new aqueous accumulator. I'm going to set the accumulator up. I'm actually going to want to get some fluid ducts. Maybe I want fluid conduit. I should have some conduit binder, right? I think I can just use glass for that. I don't think it has to be quite clear. Now comes the hunt for the frickin' conduit binder. Oh, it's in here. I saw it. More leadstone flux duct too. I saw it right before I sorted. Where are you? There you are. Some sand. We're going to need to get a little bit of sand going into... Oh, no we won't. I've got glass. We won't need my workbench down, though. So, workbench I'm going to put over here. Now, does this have to be quite clear glass? It does. Okay. So, what's it going to take to do a fluid duct? Regular fluid duct is just copper and some glass. Okay. We can do that. Pretty easy. Actually, the copper's in here, isn't it? Yep. So, copper, glass, fluid ducts, and we're going to need some basic servos. So, iron nuggets, iron, and redstone. I know I've got iron nuggets. Again, somewhere. Probably in here. if I had to take a guess, this is where I would most likely put it. But apparently not. Or I'm just too blind to see it, so I'm going to break down 2 more pieces of... Oh, wait, it's right there. That's okay, I'm going to need 2 iron anyway. We're going to make a... and I need redstone. I always need something. There's some redstone. And let's make a servo. Yeah, that should work. Okay. We're going to bore down. We're actually going to bore down more. Because I'm going to want to put a bucket of water there. Bucket of water there. Aqueous accumulator there. That's going to start producing water. And we're going to put fluid duct on top of that. Oh, it auto outputs? Nice. And that's going to allow us to do more than one dynamo if we so choose. Then here, we're going to put the flux duct up here. We're going to put the dynamo itself right there. And we're going to put the energy cell up here. We need to make sure this can take power from the bottom. It's going to need to output power to that side now. And over here, I've got some coal coke. So let's toss a couple of blocks of coal coke in there. And that should give us an absolute shit ton of power. We're going to put our energizer on one side of it, because we want that to be fairly constantly full. And then on this side, we're going to have... I think I want to have my flux... I usually want my flux duct coming in from the bottom of my machines. But with this being up here, I think for the time being, I'm just going to have it coming into the top of the machines. So we're going to want our pulverizer to go right there. Our redstone furnace is going to go right there. That's not exactly what I want, but it'll work. Yeah, it'll work for now. We'll run flux duct over here. Induction smelter we'll put right here. Run this over here. Here's where we're going to put the atomic reconstructor, which we're going to attach our button to on the side, like that. And that'll work for now. I'm going to want to change this, because the way this is currently set up, I can't get at the top of my pulverizer, which means I can't use a hopper to feed ores in. So I will work on setting this up a little bit better off camera. But for right now, this gets the job done, and it gets us to where we need to be right now. Okay, the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put some flux duct on these. Which means I'm going to want a little more flux duct. We're probably going to need some more servos for what I'm about to also. So let's get a few more pieces of iron. And servos. That gave me... Oh, I need one... yeah. Get a few more pieces of iron. For more servos. There we go, and a tank. For right now, I'm just going to use a regular portable tank. Which means... let's just get iron out of here. So we'll need a redstone servo. And a portable tank. We're going to attach the portable tank right there. And we're going to run that there. Servo. 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 Redstone ignore. Redstone ignore. Redstone ignore. Just to make it look a little cleaner, I'm going to see if I can find my crescent hammer. Which is never where I want it to be. There we go. And we will disconnect that and that. This is going to start pulling the creosote out of these to allow these things to continue cooking. So, good stuff. Let's see, what did I do with my... I'll find it later. I'm not going to need it immediately. Well, I'd like to have it though. There it is. Just in case. Okay. We're going to need a couple of buckets of creosote oil. Because we are going to make some treated planks. Treated wood planks is just wood planks with creosote. That's a lot more than I'm going to need. But so that gave me how many? 16? Yeah, it's not great. Not great. Do I have any more buckets? That would greatly increase the speed of what I'm doing here. Doesn't look like it. Got plenty of iron though. Can make more buckets. There we go. 6 more buckets. 8 total. I wonder, this thing can be used as just a regular crafting table, right? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Okay, it can, but you can't use the shift-click method to get buckets up there, like you can with this. For those of you wondering, in case you're not familiar with the shortcuts, if you shift-click this bucket, it pulls it out. If you hold W and click this, it moves it up and then up. So, click, click, done. I'll need more chests eventually. I'm not going to stress over that. Okay, the next thing we're going to need is we're going to need to turn some of these wooden planks into water wheels. Which means we're going to need some treated wood sticks. We're going to get 32 of them. And that gives me 8. A water wheel is a steel ingot and 4 water wheel segments. Steel can be produced in the induction smelter. 4 pulverized charcoal and a pulverized iron. Or coal coke and iron. Which is nice. So if I get a block coal coke, break that back into the coal coke, I can create 9 iron. Let's unlock the flux slot, and there we go. Now I do need to check the outputs on this and disable those. We're going to need 3 to start. Pretty sure I already have some steel somewhere, but I don't feel like looking for it. And I know I'm going to need more steel eventually, so... Let's see, there's 4, that's 8. enough for 2. There's enough for my other 2. Now these become water wheels. Now, I need a kinetic dynamo. So, I need a copper coil block, redstone, and iron. This is made with LV wire coil, iron. This is made with copper wire and treated sticks, or regular sticks. Copper wire is wire cutters and copper plates. Copper plates, unfortunately... Oh, that's a tinker's hammer. So, copper plates are actually pretty easy too. What are the wire cutters? They're just iron, right? Yeah. Iron and a couple sticks. Not stone. Stick. Thank you. How many is it going to take? So the dynamo, this requires 8 LV wire coils. 4 for 4. So I need 8 of these. So I need 8 copper plates. 8 plates. Need my hammer. 8 plates for 8 wire. I love Minecraft music, but I hate how loud it is. There's my wire coil. There's my copper coil. There's my dynamo. Now, figuring out where to set up the dynamo is going to be a pain in the ass. The way I have this set up. We might actually get into something else. Let's take a look at Flux networks. Flux networks is a way to transmit redstone energy that is not reliant on a physical connection. It's wireless. Oh, I can't do it yet because it takes Eyes of Ender. So I need Ender Pearls and Blaze Powder. So we can't do this quite yet. That sucks. I'm going to have to do some Ender hunting and see if I can find the end. With Thaumcraft, it's actually relatively easy to get Blaze Powder. You just go find a desert and break the Cinder Pearls. So, you don't even need to go to the Nether to get that. Okay, let's see about setting up our water wheels right here. If I remember right, this is a 5x5 footprint. You can tell how often I set these things up. I think we want like this with that. Yeah, that looks right. Why? Okay, but why though? Did they change this so that only one water wheel can fit? No? There we go. Huh. Wonder why it was misbehaving. Anyway. I actually need that to be one more out, don't I? There we go. I'll worry about optimizing this off camera. Right now, I just want to get it going. Yeah, should get some buckets of water to start doing stuff with. I might actually need to bust the ceiling up a little bit here in order to get up far enough to work with it. Okay, and if I remember right, I can put these here. I'm putting the water buckets here. Should cause the water to flow out that way, and it'll get these turning. Like I said, I'll optimize this off camera. My goal for right now is just to get it running. Which it is. Ow. There. Torches. We're going to need to torch that, or else I'm going to end up with mobs up there. Should have some torches. There we go. Okay, I think we should be looking good. Yeah, we're looking good. Now, it's just a matter of getting power from there into here. So to do that, I'm going to bore in behind it. Okay, there's our dynamo. Wonder why I'm getting no RF reading from that. Don't know. Because it should be getting RF. It's not going to get a whole lot at the moment, but it should be getting some. We will need more redstone flux duct. So, lead, redstone, and glass. I do have a bit of lead. So, there's 42 more. We should be getting power increase here. Yes, we are. Good. So we are generating some amount of power from this. Now this is not optimized, so I will want to come back off camera and optimize this. I don't know exactly how much it's getting. Looks like 68 RF a tick. I think the maximum's 82. But I mean, it's a constant income of RF where we did not have it before. So it's better. It's better than it was. Might actually want to set up a room specifically dedicated for these things, but that's going to require some flux ducts. Let's see. Ender pearls. How do you get ender pearls? Resonant clathrite and corothium dust. That is resonant endstone, so that's not going to help. World Gem. Common urn from Silk Touch. Okay, I think that's... Dungeon chests. Villager trades. If I could find a villager, I might be able to trade emeralds for ender pearls, but that's kind of eh. Fluxed phytogrow, ender lily seeds. I don't think I've found ender lilies yet. One thing I really should be doing is I should outfit myself, which I think I might actually do this now. I'm going to place my bed right here. And I'm just going to set my home. I'm not actually going to sleep. Because I'm going to go do a little bit of Enderman hunting. Actually, it might be almost day. Okay, there's that. This is already empowered 4, so that's really nice. This thing increases pearl drops and head drops, I believe. Yeah, it's already about day. That sucks. So we're not going to be able to do that on camera, I don't think. It is going to be nice to not have to worry about keeping this thing supplied. Because, I mean, I've got lots of coal coke that I can feed it at the moment. But it is still something that I have to come through and manually supply. Yeah, it's daytime. You can see it up there. Alright, so let me explain the idea that I have so far behind the layout, because the episode's almost over anyway. This is going to be resource processing, just raw resources. I'm going to have coke ovens here. If I decide to set up blast furnaces, they'll be in here also. And I'll probably eventually get the pulverizers and everything in here also, just to handle all of my processing in a single centralized area. This room is going to be dedicated to power generation and storage. This is going to be where I'm going to have my dynamos. If I have oil processing, it's going to be in here. I will have water wheels, but I might go another room over and just have a room full of water wheels. I don't know. This room over here is going to be an underground farm. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be farming in here yet, or exactly how I'm going to do it, but this is allocated for a farm. I'm going to continue this down that way, and we're going to put more rooms off to the side, and those rooms are going to be designated for other stuff. Like, for example, I'll have one designated for Thaumcraft Works. I'll have one somewhere designated for blood magic. I'll have an underground tree farm dedicated. And I might eventually put some elevators in and add a second floor up there and start doing some stuff on a second floor. That way not everything has to be contained to a single floor and it's not all going to be a straight shot. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with this yet, but it's got potential. Should check out the exchanger real quick. That takes, yeah, ender pearls and... Okay, so the long and the short of it is I need to do some hunting off camera and see if I can find some ender pearls. So I'm going to go break a whole bunch of grass and see if I get lucky and get some ender lily seeds. And failing that, I'm going to go hunting at night and see if I can find some Endermen and kill them for their pearls. Because I think I need to go to the end, sooner rather than later. I'm going to need to have access to a lot of Ender Pearls, and that seems like the best way to go without getting crazy with the Flux Phytogrow and... I can't... What the hell is that thing called? I've never used the thing from Thermal Expansion. The Phytogenic Isolator. Actually, Flux Phytogrow isn't that bad. It's just Rich Phytogrow, which I already know how to make, tossed into a Flux Infuser. Huh. So that's not too bad. We might have to play around with that a little bit later. For right now, though, thank you guys for watching. This has been Nightdagger with episode 7, I believe this was, of Mod Up Minecraft with Nightdagger. I've got some work to do off camera, and then I'll be back with the next episode, and we'll see where we can go with this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later, peeps.